versus Beaumer. We got some sound on tape before we get into the Boxo breakdown on all of that. Aaron, tee us up and let's get our popcorn ready.
Obviously, everyone knows what happened to me these last 2 weeks, but Juju went out of his own hands to post that on his story, and it had my address and stuff. And now you're talking about my family, put my family in danger, so that's a whole different other scene. So I just told him, don't do that, dude. It ain't cool. And he obviously lit back, but yeah, we'll see what happens from here on out.
To that situation, no worries. I ain't the only one who posted his address, so he can talk all he wants, but that's public record. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. He's got one coming for him in Philly.
Yeah, definitely gets a little rowdy, but I guess all I can say is we're boys being boys, and he grabbed my helmet first, and I was like, hey, don't touch me. But I don't know. It is what it is. It's racing, and I don't know. Someone said he's going to get payback or whatever, but yeah, we'll see.
He was chirping on track walk today, and yeah, there was already, it had already been an ongoing thing after I posted the story, and I knew at some point if he was near me, he was coming for me. So we've been told to squash the beef. So I think it got personal after I posted that story. It got real personal. Yeah, I think he took that one to heart, and it became a little bit more than I think it should have been. But whatever. I think it's funny. We're enjoying it. We won't grab each other's helmets next time. I don't like the fine I'm getting. So we were told no beef coming into Philly. So. I don't think I'm allowed to owe Deegan one.
Right.
So I guess we're leaving it. We're leaving it in Seattle, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, all right. Boxo breakdown, the section. Let's go through there. Check out boxousa.com. Site wide, they have you can use the Title 24 promo code, get 10% off of anything on the site. So that's pretty cool. And then remember, lifetime warranty, super easy process. Take a picture, boom, they'll send you a new tool. But so let's see here. Seco 290. When do block passes get too dirty? Deegan crosses over the rut to hit Juju back, or to hit block Juju. Do you think that was dirty? Let's talk about the move itself.
Yeah, the move itself. Look, so when do block passes get dirty? I thought that was a low. The speeds were low enough right there, right? That it wasn't going to put anybody call it in danger or yeah. I was it questionable? I think it's questionable, but I liked that that turn all night was a passing point, and we knew it was going to be, that turn was going to be that way. That wasn't the only time that happened. Now Deegan did come in pretty hot, came in for a purpose, and that's probably to put Juju down on the ground. But Juju's cat-like skills, obviously very, very impressive to be able to hold it up like he did,
right?
And stay up. But, I just think, look, there's a lot of drama around this whole situation with Haiden previously last, what was it, a couple days ago with supposedly getting arrested, this whole thing, driving.
Yeah, and then Juju posting it, and then and then the house address on there, which Juju is right. It is public record for sure.
Yep. Yeah. It's just, call it drama against with some young and dumb kids, right? So that being said, from the racing standpoint, I think without the lead up of hey, what happened to Haiden a couple days ago, and then the chirping back and forth between social media, if none of that would have happened and we would have just had that specific block pass, I don't think it would be this whole big deal, right?
No, it wouldn't. I put on the same thing, very similar to what you exactly said. I said it was aggressive. It was aggressive move, but expected considering the circumstances, right?
Exactly.
We didn't know what Haiden was pissed about until we heard on the podium, right? I mean, obviously it was internal. He was upset about what Juju had put on the story. I understand Deeg's side of why he would be. I understand Juju's side also. It, like, for us sitting here watching, it's fun to watch the banter, and it makes great TV. But it was that turn too, like you said, it's set up for those type of passes all night long. Deegan was on the receiving end of it with Joe. Joe did the exact same thing, not to this exact level and speed and angle as Haiden, but that corner just, it posed those type of moves. I actually liked that corner. Like, if I
Yes.
was racing, I thought that was a kick-ass corner for passing.
Yeah, no, 100%, because like the track was, all these tracks are inherently a little bit tough to pass on, right? Most of these guys are jumping the same combinations. The track's deteriorating, it's getting ruddy, it's getting harder to pass on. So with a flat left-hander like that, where you're able to go inside, and you can see how far, the other regard to that is I would say that there was two lines there. Juju chose to go to the more open inside line, call it the middle rut. He could have gone to the inside rut, and that would have never happened because there wouldn't have been that room. So yeah, with all the drama and everything else, like it makes for, I mean, I'm not a huge fan, just from where I sit in my seat, with the whole social media drama. I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, maybe there's a lot of people that are a fan of that, but from the racing side of it, I'm a fan of what happened Saturday night. I think that they both handled it well afterwards. They had words afterwards. It didn't get too dirty afterwards. I heard there is a fine. Obviously, Juju said that. I think a warning was more permitted for this circumstance, just because there wasn't anything crazy that happened. Yeah, there was a little bit of touching here and there, and they're going bantering back and forth and getting in each other's faces. But as far as that, I think it was more promoted for a warning, in my opinion. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I can guarantee you that I don't think Juju said it right. He said that, he goes, "What, this is going to stay here in Seattle," which I like that stance too. I don't like this stuff dragging on. But I will tell you that if there's an opening, if there's a spot, if there's a time where Juju and Haiden are together, Juju's not going to take it. So, and vice versa with Haiden. So they have a good rivalry going. It keeps it very interesting. Both of these kids are out there to show the best that they can. There's a lot of money on the line, and the biggest thing at the end is a Supercross championship, and that's what they're both out there for. So you can see the passion, the love for the sport, and the love for winning is what we just got.
Yep, 100%. I agree with you, dude. You crush it on that stuff. Like, I'm not for it from a racer's standpoint, the back and forth, just because the long game stuff. I like it, like, for TV. I think it's funny as hell, and it makes the broadcast a lot more fun. But as far as championship stuff, I hope that they do leave it in the past. Do I still think that it's over? Hell no, I don't think it's over. Just like you said, if Juju leaves the door open, I think that I think Deegs uses up the track and uses all the real estate there, and roles reversed. If Deegs leave the inside open, I think Juju, maybe he doesn't make hard contact, but he's going to use up the real estate for sure.
I agree. And look, and kudos to Juju and Haiden for not taking it any further than it than it got taken there afterwards. I don't know how many times I've watched Chad and James exchange words. Probably you and James exchange words. I've exchanged words with people after, with racers and riders after
Oh,
races.
really?
Not very often,
No.
but yeah, I have. But I kept my nose pretty damn clean, I think, for the amount of years that I raced, which wasn't very many. It was only 8 years or so. But look, it's good. It is good content to a certain extent. And I think that, like I said, I think they did a good job at leaving it where it was. That's why I also say that I think that a fine is extreme. I think a warning would have been better suited for what we just saw.
Yeah, props to Vital also on that on those sound bites at the end there with Juju.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.